When you first got involved with the narcissist, did they ever say things like, "I don't deserve you. You know you could do so much better than me"? Did you ever hear that? I definitely heard that from my ex-narc. And narcissists have very little, if any, self-awareness. But deep down, on a subconscious level, the narcissist knows they're not worthy of you. They know that you wouldn't fall for them if they showed you their true selves in the beginning. If they really thought they were worthy of love and worthy of you, they'd simply be themselves. But they know they're incapable of really giving you the love you truly deserve. And this is why they need you to fall in love with them really fast. They need the relationship to become intimate very early on and to move in together quickly. Because the sooner that you're enmeshed with them, the sooner they can allow their mask to slip. So they build you up in the beginning with their constant attention, telling you how perfect you are together. And for a short period of time, they do idealize you. They place you on a pedestal, and during this time, you are perfect in their eyes. Not because they love you. They don't believe they have found their perfect love, even though that's what they're saying. It's because they believe they have found the perfect source of supply. Narcissists don't really want your love. They want your attention. They want your admiration. And they definitely want for you to believe in the facade that they have created for you. Because deep down they know they're not worthy of you. They're not worthy of your love. And when they know and realize that you really love them, this is when they begin to devalue you. They actually believe there must be something wrong with you because you love them. Because they don't feel lovable. They don't feel love. They don't love themselves. So they begin their devaluation of you through their passive-aggressive remarks, their gaslighting, projection, triangulation, and all other forms of emotional abuse. So by you staying with them and you forgiving them over and over, making excuses to yourself and to others for their behavior, this doesn't make them love you more. It doesn't make them love you at all. It doesn't make them respect you, and it definitely does not make them value you. Instead, they're seeing you now as someone that they have been able to manipulate and control. And they see your continued forgiveness of them as a weakness. They're starting to see you as weak, as someone whose need for them, whose love for them is greater than the love you have for yourself. You know, in a way, this is really true, because until your love and respect for yourself is greater than your love for them, you're going to tend to stay in the relationship no matter how toxic it is. And every time you forgive them or excuse their actions, they devalue you even more. The more you try to show them love and support, the more they test your boundaries, the more they cross your boundaries, and the more they start to see you as damaged. And this feels good to them because now they're beginning to see you as more damaged than they are. And you are becoming damaged because of the abuse you're experiencing. They're the ones causing the damage, but of course they don't see it that way. They can't see their own flaws because they're too busy projecting their flaws onto you. Think about when the abuse started in your relationship. Did it ever get better? I mean, of course there was a reprieve, here and there, and things would get a little better, but permanently, did it permanently get better? Of course not. It got worse and worse over time, because the more you tolerated, the more you put up with, the more they dished out. I mean, in their minds, why would they change their behavior when they continue to get away with it? Makes sense to them, right? I used to believe if I just hung in there and I kept loving him no matter what, that he would somehow see the error of his ways and he would stop the screaming and yelling. He would stop belittling me and criticizing me and all of that. I thought if I could really get him to see how much he was hurting me with his words and his actions, that he would stop. But he didn't, because narcissists don't have genuine empathy. People who do have empathy, especially those who would consider themselves to be empaths, we can't stand to hurt other people. We feel bad if we know that we have hurt someone. But narcissists don't feel bad because they believe the ones they hurt deserved it. There was one time after enduring yet another screaming rage from my ex-husband, that I remember saying to him, "No one has ever screamed at me like you have. No one has ever spoken to me so harshly and so hatefully ever before in my life." And this was the truth. And his response back to me was, "Maybe someone should have." I couldn't believe he said that. And I'm sure even to this day, he truly believes I deserved every horrible thing he ever did to me or he ever said to me. Narcissists blame their victims for what they do themselves. So think back to the beginning when they told you they didn't deserve you, that you deserve someone better than them. This was one of the rare times that narcissist actually told you the truth. Even though throughout the relationship they made you feel, or tried to make you feel, that you weren't enough, not only were you enough, you were more than enough. You were more than they deserved. They were never worthy of your time. They were never worthy of your attention. And they certainly were never worthy of your love. And just know that the more you recognize your own worth, the more self-love that you cultivate, the less likely you are to tolerate abusive behavior now or in the future. And I've dropped a link to a playlist with videos on self-love and meditation. You can check that out in the description box. Thank you all so much for listening, and remember, you are loved, you are worthy, and you are blessed. Thank you.